Welcome to my Therapeutic Lifestyle channel. First, before anything else is said, I want to thank you all for taking the time out to come into the life of C. Jax. It's my pleasure to bring you guys a therapeutic lifestyle, which will consist of therapeutic fitness, therapeutic massages, therapeutic food preparations, and other therapeutic content daily. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell at the top of the channel. You don't want to miss a therapeutic touch on your life. What's up? What's up? What's up, my therapeutic people? How y'all living out there? Hopefully you guys are therapeutically living, getting you guys some nature and getting that natural vitamin D from the sun. I'm so excited to be bringing you guys another therapeutic video because today I'm going to be doing part 3 of our garden. So I'm going to be showing you the status of our garden. This is October, so just go ahead and follow me, you guys. Alright, you guys, and don't forget to watch part 1 and part 2 of the garden. It is going to be in the description box below. So this is as of October. This is basil. So you see how our basil has grown, and you can replenish them. You can keep them in there and snip them, and it'll keep growing up. You just got to make sure you watch it and water it really good. This is also basil all the way up into here. So this has been since May, and now it's October. This is our onions that we replenished from our onions right here. So this is from like a regular onion that grew, and we just cut the bottom off and we place it in some water. So as you can see, the roots is at the bottom. You just place it in water and it'll grow from there. You can either keep it in there, or at this point you could put it in some soil, or you can get you a container and start them off like this. And these are green onions. And when you get ready to cut them, make sure you cut everything even so it can grow up the same, and it'll be ready about the same time if you do it evenly. This right here is parsley. So our parsley already grew right here, as you can see. You hang it up and dry it. You can hang it up on top of the refrigerator, or you can just hang it, clip it. As you can see, I have a clothespin. You can clip it so it can dry out, and you could use it as seasoning, whatever you, on a salad, whatever you choose to do. And when you clip it, make sure you don't pull up the roots, because you could keep planting them, keep replenishing them after you cut them. So do not pull out the roots. It can continue to grow. Right here is sage. So as you can see, it's coming up. And you can also, once it comes up like this, you can plant them in the ground if you choose to do so, or you could wait till they get a certain size and clip the ends and use that. Right here is kale. We had to replant kale, but as you see, that is growing right up. We had some critters come in and try to eat it, so luckily it's growing right here. Even you can take it out right now and can eat it as such, or you can wait a little bit till it gets bigger. You can eat it small or big. Alright, you guys, and right here is our green beans. We've had a lot grow, and as you can see right here, we have one growing, but we also picked some. So all of that is green beans. And we also had some critters come and eat them, but luckily we have some right here. We freeze them. You can freeze them. Make sure you put them in a glass mason jar. So this is how they look once they're completely grown. So you can pick them anywhere between 5 inches and lower. So whenever it gets to your liking, you can just go ahead and pick them. And to keep the freshness of it, you can put it in the freezer, but make sure you put it in a glass mason jar so it can be fresh. Or you can do it in an airtight container, whatever you choose to do. Just make sure it's sealed tight. Alright, and right here are red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. So we separated them right here, and we're waiting a certain size so it could so we can pick them back. You can also use the seeds of a red and orange and green bell pepper, and you can plant them. You don't have to just get the seeds from the store. And that's what I did here. I just used the seeds from the red and green and orange red bell peppers. Right here we have okra, and we just planted this about a week ago, and we're just waiting for it to grow. And I used the seeds from the okra that I had, and I just planted it in our compost soil. Also down here is some okra as well, so we're waiting for that to stem up. Right here we planted some eggplants. This is planted since May, and you see below we have an eggplant growing right here, as you can see, and we have an eggplant growing right there. And these flowers are indicating that the eggplant is coming up, so we'll have some more eggplants. As you can see, we'll have some more sprouting soon, because when the flower comes up, that's how you know. And right there we have a little caterpillar. And right here I sprinkled some kale in the mix. As you can see, right there is some kale. It's coming up. And then back here I planted some Swiss chard. It's a type of green that you could, like a green replacement. I planted that in the back. Alright, so right here I have a small tomato plant that was planted in June. And then I have another small tomato plant as well that's coming up. And right here is our big tomato plant that was planted in May. And we have a tomato right here growing. We also have a tomato right there. So we have about 4 tomatoes growing. As you can see, I got a branch to hold up the tomato plant because we don't want the tomatoes to be bringing the whole plant down, because they are heavy. So you don't have to go to the store to get a holder. You can just get you a tree branch to hold up the plant, as you can see, so the plant won't fall over because the tomatoes are heavy. I also did it for these other plants as well. And to separate them, you can use a string, you can use sticks, and the ground, as you can see right here, you can tie the string over it so you could separate the plants from the other plants. As well, I have sticks over there holding up my green beans so they won't fall over, as you can see. Alright, next we have our cucumbers. As you can see, the flowers are blooming on this one, so that's how you know that the cucumbers are going to rise. Also right here you see a cucumber almost about to come into its form. And this guy right here, you see a little ladybug right there enjoying that. And we have a stick right here to hold up our cucumbers for when they bloom. So that's another way you could hold up your plants. Right here I have turnips, and as you can see, this little guy right here is sprouting a little bit. It's coming up, so he should be ready soon. And we have some down here that's getting ready to almost sprout a little bit. Right here we have jalapenos. This is jalapenos as well. Jalapenos. Right here we have a pepper plant. So this is a green pepper plant. So this guy has been growing in our container. And as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 peppers. Alright, and this is our watermelon. We had about 10 growing, but critters came and squirrels and all types of stuff came and ate our watermelon. So we only have this one watermelon right here, as you can see. You know, we had that one, and as well you can see the watermelon right there, almost about to come into form, and another one right there. So once you see the flowers bloom on them, that means that they're getting ready to process. Right here is, we have radish. As you can see, once you know the red stem of them, it's radish. Here I have some cucumbers. As you can see, we lined them up right there so it could grow a little bit. Right here we had some squash, and we also had pumpkins, but they did not survive. They didn't survive, and they got ate by the critters that came. So we're gonna have to replant them. So once the okra grows a little bit more, we're going to plant it right here. So we did have squash and pumpkin, but they're no longer here. We're going to try again another time. Alright, and these is our lettuce. As you saw in part 2, we harvest the lettuce a bunch of times, so we had an abundance of lettuce. You can keep replenishing them. You can keep taking them off. Just do not take them from the root, because they can continue to grow. And so right here you see the seeds. Once it gets 75 degrees and up outside, the lettuce turns into seeds. So you can keep the seeds to replant them. So right here, as you can see, I have some lettuce seeds right here, and you can just crumble them open and boom, there's some seeds. You can keep your seeds in a cool, dry place or indoors. What you do is you just pick the seeds off and you just put them in a container or a jar. Temperature goes down, we're going to replant these. The temperature here is still 75 degrees and up, so they're going to look like this. So once the temperature cools down, we're going to replant them, and that's when we're going to have more lettuce. So as you saw in part 1 and part 2, we had a lot of lettuce. So this right here will have an abundance of, and that's free seeds for when you get ready to plant them again. Alright, and these jars right here, we keep them to capture rainwater once it comes down. So make sure you keep your containers, your jars, and have them outside for when it gets ready to rain, because this would definitely make your plants grow as they need to. Right here is our compost. So we just basically keep our banana peels or coffee grinds. You guys keep your leaves, your grass clippings, anything organic, and you could use this with your soil when you get ready to plant, or you know, anything that you want to plant. So basically I have all types of stuff in here: sticks, leaves, coffee grinds, organic, you guys. So you can put this with your soil and your plants to make it grow quicker. So as you can see, I'm just trying to show you all the stuff that I put in here, and it turns into black soil. So all of this is going to combine together and it's going to turn to soil. This is your organic fertilizer. So you don't have to go to the store and get plant food, plant fertilizer. You can use this to feed your plants. And this all breaks down over time. So you don't have to worry about it being all in clumps. You see right here is an orange peel. You can use vegetables, fruits, all organic to feed your plants. Thank you guys for tuning in to part 3 of the garden tour. I'm so excited about the okra, and I'm so excited about the tomatoes and the eggplant that's growing. I'm really ecstatic. Now I'm just about to chill and put my homemade insect repeller that I'm going to be showing you guys in another video, so stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video. We all hold a divine and powerful choice. Don't feel guilty for doing what's best for you. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, give thumbs up, share, and leave a comment on what you want to see me do next. Thank you for watching. On to the next video.